Our DUI investigators came to the scene here, and Mr. Woods did exemplify signs of impairment. Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew triple zeros, but when it came time for us to ask for a urinalysis test, he refused, and so he's been charged with DUI, with property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test. They believed from on scene that he was not impaired on alcohol. They believed it was some type of medication or drug.
All right, well, that's a Florida sheriff who's detailing the rollover car crash involving Tiger Woods.
It's the latest in a string of troubling incidents for the golf legend over the last 16 years.
Former PGA golfer Mark Lyde joins us now to react. Mark, good to see you this morning. A tragic situation on one hand. On the other hand, a repeated situation. How do you read this, especially in relation to Tiger's role with professional golf and kind of the way that he's held up by so many?
Well, it's just a weird situation to me. Having played the tour for 20 years and been in broadcasting for 25, I just wonder when enough is enough. You know, the game that we all play and we love takes so much discipline, mentally, physically, everything, spiritually. And when I see how good Tiger was, I got to follow him 10 tournaments in 1 year. And I basically said, this guy's the gift to golf, you know? But since he has retired or semi-retired, I'm just wondering where that discipline that he's learned to convey on the golf course is going to take hold in his personal life. Obviously, he's got demons going on, but there has to be some accountability. And I don't think in the past, guys, that he has been held accountable. And that's, I think, a big problem in our country, not only in sports, but there's no accountability there. He just keeps getting away from things. I'm sorry, you know, I'm feeling bad for him, but I don't like sugarcoating things. And the way I look at it, there's got to be some sort of punishment or withdrawal or some sort of suspension from the game. That's my take.
You make such a great point. Accountability, whether it's in politics or with celebrities or even with our own kids, it's really important. Right. And there is a lesson. I mean, he is a superstar. People look up to him, and people, whether he likes it or not, it is a bad example. To be fair, though, he was not drunk driving. I mean, they gave him a breathalyzer test. It was not alcohol. He's clearly on some pain medications, and he's suffering from that. Although, as we've been saying all morning, he's loaded. He's got tons of money. Why doesn't he have a driver if he knows he has this problem?
Well, I'll just be honest with you. The guy's pretty cheap.
Oh, really?
Somebody offered to drive him for $100 grand. He said, no, that's way too much. That's some of my sources. I kind of know too much sometimes. But anyway, Rachel, you bring up an important point. The legacy thing is what we're concerned with now.
Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today, we are going to be going over this incident with Mr. Tiger Woods. Mr. Zig, how are you?
I'm doing great this morning, Doug.
Good.
Thank you for asking. Sorry. Just chuckling a little bit.
Oh, man. So in Florida, then, a DUI is considered a misdemeanor. I thought, especially here in Illinois, I thought those were felonies.
Well, how many DUIs can you have before it turns into more than misdemeanor?
Well, that's the question. I mean, so. And now DUI, well, it's driving under the influence, but it doesn't have to be alcohol.
No.
But like I said, you know, that this would be actually the 3 times on record that he has done this. Been caught at doing this.
Yes.
So I mean, he might be doing it more than what he's being caught at.
Oh, I imagine.
And so that I mean, do you think that it is because of pain medication? And if it is pain medication, then why should you be out driving when you know that it affects you that way?
If you don't agree to a urine test, okay, and he didn't, right?
Right.
So my thinking is, what's he hiding? What's he hiding? Is it more than just even medication? is
Yeah.
it some illegal drugs
Right.
that are out there? We can go down the list of illegal drugs. I don't
Right.
need to, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's just medication, legal medication, you wouldn't care if somebody knew that.
Yeah. You take
know.
a P test.
You take P test and you
Yeah.
just go, yeah, I'm on this, I'm
Yeah.
that, and that, but I've been prescribed all these medications by a doctor or doctors
Right.
for my injuries. Okay? Legit. If I refuse to take a P test, what's that hiding?
That is what a Republican would ask.
Okay,
You know, what are
well,
you hiding?
You know, I mean,
A Democrat would say it doesn't matter what he's hiding.
okay, no, I'm not bringing politics into this, damn it. No, what's scary is soon,
It's none of your business what he's hiding.
Tom,
But you can only assume that this is not medication.
so he's still a
Subscribed
member of the
medication.
PGA. if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I think because someone said that he might have been trying to do the Masters next
So,
weekend.
let me ask you this about baseball. Let's just use baseball or football, whatever. Are they required to do a urine test to see if they're on anything before?
I don't believe PGA does.
Yeah, okay.
I don't believe
Or
PGA has.
do the other
that.
sports?
Other sports do, yes.
Okay, well, it's something to be
Yeah, but-
considered too.
No, I might be
mean,
wrong. It
Yeah,
seemed like
I'm not sure about that.
it seemed like when the baseball scandal broke about the steroids
Yeah,
that they wanted it in PGA, but PGA
is that right? Okay.
I don't believe so.
That's-
I might be wrong. If anybody out there knows, let us know because comment below because I don't think that the PGA has that testing.
Well, he shouldn't be driving, obviously.
If you are
Okay.
on medication, legal medication,
That affects your motor skills, not, and even literally your
Right.
motor skills.
right?
You know, you shouldn't be driving.
You should be driving, and he should know. He should know better. Why would even if it was illegal drugs in his system, why in the hell would he do that? Why would he get in that car and take off? Even if it's illegal, but legal, why would you do that? Knowing that it affects you in this way. I don't know if you've seen the meme or not, but about
Well, there's plenty out there already. You know, you're not going to avoid that.
about the one that says Tiger Woods is the best driver, also the worst driver.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I showed this picture to my wife. And I said, "Honey, look at this. This is the greatest golfer that ever walked the planet."
Yeah,
And
yeah, and
who's
has
great at golf, who's disciplined, like this guy was saying, he's disciplined. He makes great choices. You have to
yeah on the golf course.
On the golf course. But when it comes to personal life,
Yeah.
not so much. But a lot of us
Well,
make bad decisions too. And there's plenty of guys who have been stopped for DUI more than once, twice, 3 times too. Okay, but you know they don't have the profile that Tiger Woods has. And
Yeah.
you know,
right.
you know, he's just afraid he's going to get hurt or he's going to hurt someone.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a little 2-lane neighborhood road. Okay, he clipped the back of a trailer. The guy was pulling a trailer, and he clipped it and flipped it. So I'm not sure how fast you got to be going to do that to begin with.
It went quite a ways
Yeah,
too, so
So,
he was going pretty good.
you know, for his own sake, somebody needs to get in his face and say, "Look,"
You,
you know,
yeah,
one of
you,
his best friends, you know, and say, "Look, you've got to get help,
right.
or you're not going to be around."
There's
You're not
something
gonna be
going
around
on
long
behind
time.
the scenes,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah,
That's
there's more here than we know, but
yeah,
you know, not to make light of it all. I mean,
No.
there's a lot going on here, and you know, it needs
yeah. I mean, it could have
needs
been.
to get it together.
I mean, of course, Jack still owns the record for most major wins,
Majors, yeah,
and Tiger would have been there. Tiger would have surpassed that. his only downfall is that when his wife found out he was sleeping with all them whores all over the state or all over the country, then it went to shit for Tiger. It has been shit for Tiger ever since.
Usually does when
How in the hell did she find out? We could have seen a great golfer out there holding the records to everything. And instead,
what?
he's turning into this.
Tom, if you're Tiger Woods, how are you going to hide that?
Yeah,
How did Bill Clinton do it?
yeah.
You know, here's the president.
And he flat told you he did not have sexual relations
There you
with
go.
that woman.
I set you up for that. You're quite welcome on this Sunday. But no, it's everybody knows you. You can't go anywhere without, going with your mistress.
What-
You can't. Can you go to the Bahamas and hang out on the beach and be Tiger Woods with your girlfriend while your wife's at home? Can you do that?
Well,
That
I don't think that's what he was doing.
Well, not this time.
I
This
think,
time. Oh,
I
you think
think
there's something else going on?
he had all them inside the hotel or something of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
it was- I mean,
Yeah, there was more. And good God, that was many years ago too.
Oh, I
Stop
know.
to think about it.
I know it.
But I mean, also, and it also brings up the question of a man that's in his physical state. Damn, his back just isn't as strong as what his arms look or his legs look or anything like that. And that's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, I made light of the prostitutes and stuff they messing with, but that's what really brought Tiger down was his back. I mean,
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people who have back problems.
Oh, yeah.
that you
Yeah.
can tell they can walk fine and do
Right.
this, but
yeah,
yeah, and he would play the Masters. He said, I believe, but he says it's just hard for him to walk.
it is hard for him.
4 days in a row.
That-
I mean,
that is-
that's just
yes.
hard. For him. And,
And that's if he made the cut. Yeah, he
well,
did. And he also said, bless his heart, he said that, if he could get the exemption, I think there was another golfer that had leg problems.
Yeah, way back. Yeah,
Yes.
there's a guy that nowhere
Yeah.
near as talented
Right.
as Tiger.
But Tiger said if he could get the exemption to ride a golf cart, he said he wouldn't do it.
Here we go.
He wouldn't do it
He didn't
anyway.
think it was fair
He didn't
to
think
the
it was
other
fair.
guys.
Yep.
But I think you can ride Tiger 50 now. C50.
Ah,
That's good.
I
Anyway, in the
Yes.
senior league, I believe
Oh.
you can ride a golf cart.
really. Yeah,
Don't let me on that. I don't watch a lot of senior
yeah.
golf, but he
Well,
needs
let's
to-
Google it.
If he can do that, he needs to get back at playing in the senior league and just being out there. He's great for golf. But
Yes.
he's not great.
Yes.
He's not great for this.
I mean, yeah, you're going to eventually put a tarnish on everything by doing this, and your legacy and everything is just going to be, at the end of the day, people are going to look at him instead of the great golfer that he was. They're just going to look at him and say, crackhead, dopehead.
Well, yeah,
I mean, that's
he was a great golfer, but off the course, he was a hell of a mess.
yes, he is 50.
50. I thought he was 50. And
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Bill Clinton, pretty good president for a Democrat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, pretty
Last
damn good
time we had
president.
a balanced budget,
But do
was
you
Bill.
think of him as a pretty good president, or do
No,
you think of him
no.
as
All
what
the
went on?
things that he done.
I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes. But
Hard on immigration. Get illegals out of this country. He was by God hard on people taking advantage of the system. He cut welfare, and and all you can remember now, Bill Clinton is I did not have sexual relations with that woman in that blue dress. Him wearing that blue dress on Epstein's Island. I mean, but then Tiger is going to be the same way. He's taking a great legacy. He has done something that nobody has done, and I don't think anybody's going to do
no, I don't think so.
in our lifetime.
It's going to have to be another special
Special
to come
person.
along,
Yes,
do what he did.
yes. Now, I mean, and the bad thing is, Charlie looks like his son could be that special one, but with Dad doing this, I mean,
That's a lot of pressure on his son.
Yeah.
be like the dad.
Yeah.
You know, not many kids
Right.
grow up to be as good or better than their dad.
And then a
when it
lot of
comes to
kids don't
some
want to
do.
do
Yeah.
what,
But,
what their dad did.
You know, you hope he gets it together,
Right.
you know, and cleans it up and, you know, and people will love him again.
But figure it
Maybe
out.
now,
I
but
mean, like you said, it brings a bad light to it whenever I'm on pain pills, and that's the reason why this happens. Okay, then so why didn't you take the piss test?
Yeah.
Why didn't you pee? Because it's not going to show any illegal drugs in your system. It's going to show all prescription medication in your system. So why didn't you pee? And that's what's going to be the black cloud over Tiger.
Sure.
Uh,
And you know,
and
you'd
what-
hate to wake up 6 months from now, a year from now, and the news pops up and it says last night, Tiger rolled his vehicle again and he's dead.
Yeah,
You don't want to hear that story,
you don't want to hear that.
you know,
No,
but I think we're going down that road.
we are. Yes, yeah.
You know,
This could have
and-
been a lot serious, like he said, or like the officer said. If somebody had been
And
coming,
coming, he could have killed,
it could have
himself,
been
could
a
have
whole
killed- he
different.
could have clipped the truck,
Slid right
the
into
trailer
them.
and hit a tree head on. And,
Could have done. So
You
there's
know.
three. There are three videos of him with this situation here with the drugs. I guess being drugged out. There are three of those, and then you cannot forget. And I don't think back in 2021 when he rolled that car out in California. And now that was blamed on the son. So now you now wonder, and like Mark said there, that we're not holding Tiger accountable.
no, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has to get in his face and say, you know,
Yeah.
change or you're going to kill yourself.
Right.
Sorry, or you're going to kill someone.
Yeah.
doing
I mean,
this.
if you need these drugs, if you need these legal drugs, prescription drugs, then that's one thing. Just know that, okay, I cannot drive if I have to take these. And is he taking them on a daily basis? Is he taking them, every 4 hours? Whatever, know, Tiger, that you, and I'm sure, by God, he's got friends that could be around and take him anywhere he wanted to go. They wouldn't have to buy a damn driver.
No, I know, but we all like our freedom of driving.
Well,
Just
sure.
going out and jumping in the car and going. But boy, you're on something.
No, I just wonder. I don't know. Maybe it is just a misdemeanor, a DUI, a misdemeanor. Wow, but boy, if he would have blew in and was drunk doing that, that misdemeanor would be costly. Not that he couldn't afford it, but it would be costly, And I wonder if it would have been a misdemeanor if he would have been drunk.
But would it be a misdemeanor if they found something else in the system?
Well, that's
Illegal drug.
right.
Not saying,
Yeah.
not saying what it is,
But, I
just
mean-
any illegal drug.
In any state, you do have the right. I mean, even here in Illinois, you have the right to refuse.
Right. Yes.
But the state now looks at it. Okay, if you refuse to take this, then by God, we're saying that you are drunk or you are on illegal drugs, and we are going to prosecute you under a DUI. And doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're on prescription medication.
Mhm.
You refuse to piss in a bottle. So by God, you are guilty of a DUI. And apparently that's what he is. I mean, you cannot change that. He refused. If it was just all prescription medication, I would think that he would be, let me
Mhm.
do
Makes you
my business.
wonder. I mean,
Yes.
it does make you wonder more than anything.
Yes.
Are you hiding something?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got to get better. But it's not going to end.
I
well.
don't,
It's just not,
yeah, you're right. He's not going to get lucky because, like I say, I know for a fact I seen one video, and I could probably find it on here, where he has been pulled over 3 times. Now, this one he wrecked, but the one where he was tying his shoe, there was one back in 2017 where they nabbed him. And there, I know, and the 4th one may have been when he wrecked that car in California.
And you wonder if he's ever been pulled over.
How many?
Just let go.
Yeah,
Just be careful.
And
I'm
they
not gonna,
all-
I'm not going to write up anything.
Right.
Be careful.
so you or
Yeah.
I have a bad back, and we're on pain medications, and then that's what they're in the past. That's what they he's on pain medications is why he's
Mhm.
acting the way he is. It ain't because he's drunk. It's because of pain medications. Now, would you think that they would do us the same way?
No,
No.
of course not.
No. Everything would be different.
Yep.
Everything. You wonder if that DUI would be a misdemeanor? And it might be. I've never, thank God, knock on wood, I've never had a DUI. But yeah, that's he better straighten his ass up, that's for sure. Because but like you said, there's going to be one of these
Sure.
days. It's going to be Tiger Woods is dead because
From
he
an accident,
clipped and head on into
Going
a
at
tree.
high
or
rate
something.
of speed out on the
Yes.
open road.
Yeah,
And he's not going to make it.
not going to make it.
Just, you don't want to see that.
No. So let's hope like hell.
You know what, Tom? I think they got him in a nice golf shirt, though.
Yeah.
It looks,
That-
it looks pretty nice.
Well, yeah, because he was in a shorts.
Oh, that's right. He was in
Yeah.
Florida. Yeah. So, yeah, well, he's in Florida. It is short weather in Florida,
Oh God, yeah.
So, yeah, but somebody needs to sit down with Mr. Woods. Explain to him,
All right.
you've got to change your ways, young man.
Yeah. And to find out what is actually going on there, because there's something going on there that why he would want to do this, knowing that he can't drive if he's impaired like that, if it's on prescriptions. And maybe we are looking at it from the illegal part. Maybe he's okay. The other side of that coin is maybe he is like, I don't want people to know that I am on medication all the time. But when you do something this stupid, then it is time to say, let me clear my name by saying, okay, let me piss in the bottle.
That's his right not to.
It's his right not
and I'm
to.
sure he probably told his lawyer pretty damn quick.
Oh, I know,
After
because
it happened
you've seen
and
the
got the advice. Yeah, that he was on the phone.
He was
at
on
the
the phone.
accident. So
yeah.
I mean, he's got
And
words
that's
on call, I'm sure.
if we could get the where the police officer was talking, he did say that he chose his words wisely. He was not going
Yeah.
to give himself,
Well, after you've been stopped or
Yeah.
dealt with the police 4 or 5 times,
Right.
you kind of know what to say after a while.
Yeah. Well, in less than 10 years, I mean, this is the 3rd time,
Yeah.
4th time, as far as that accident goes.
Mhm.
And God only knows how much that we haven't seen.
That you don't know even.
Yeah.
That might have gone on.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, I don't believe that for a minute that Tiger Woods doesn't have friends that would take him anywhere he wanted to go and not charge him a dime. I cannot believe
No,
that.
I'm sure he does, but like I said,
And we'll never know here, where was he going? Why did he have to go at that high rate of speed? Because they said that it was 30 mile an hour speed zone. So when he clipped that, he slid, and you could see that he slid. So he was going over 30 mile an hour.
well, yeah, and the guy was pulling a trailer. He did power washing,
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
And so the guy's business, he pulls a trailer around and he's not speeding through the neighborhood, probably.
Right. Well, no, because what I thought I heard somewhere where he said he was getting ready to turn in that driveway.
Oh, was it? Oh, so
Yeah.
he was slowing
And he seen-
down.
yeah.
And
And he seen
come
him
up on
coming
it
up
real quick, and they
on a
couldn't
high rate of
react.
speed, he said.
Couldn't
Yeah.
react and swerved and clipped it. And
Yeah.
then flipped it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, let's
that
see.
makes sense.
About over with. Let's see. Let's finish this up.
Okay.
See what-
Charlie and Samantha, his daughter and his son. That's what it's all about now. And is this the legacy that you want to leave? Because 25
Experience.
years of great golf can be erased in a heartbeat. And I just feel really blessed for him that there wasn't injury or fatality
Yeah.
or something of that weight. But yeah, we all feel bad for Tiger, but something, there's got to be accountability, and it's got to happen pretty soon. The PGA Tour, he's one of the higher ups now. They're paying him over $20 million a year for the position that he's in.
Right.
I don't know. There seems to be morals clause in every contract that we sign as golfers, as professional athletes. And if they don't come down on him, I think, it's like he's going to escape again.
A sad story, Mark. Thank you for your insight. And, we'll see where it goes. Ultimately, the big question is whether or not he will take that accountability and responsibility and stop putting himself in this situation, in this dangerous situation, whether or not he'll play again. Mark Lye,
So
thank you
right
very
there,
much for your
though,
insight.
that goes to
Great
show
stuff,
too
Mark.
that how many golfers have come through the system. And do you know Mark Lye? You
I
ever?
don't recognize his name.
No.
I don't recognize him, but
I don't. Really.
but he's right though. Most of them have a moral clause.
Oh
in their
yes, yes,
contract.
yes.
And Tiger's on a committee with the PGA that makes decisions on certain things. I can't remember what the committee's called.
$20 million a year,
But
though.
they
to be-
want- yeah, well, PGA's got a lot of money. A lot of people go to it. A lot of sponsors
Well,
put up
no.
a lot of money.
It ain't the people that go to it; it's all the sponsors.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, yeah. And, they want to keep Tiger around because that, that brings in money.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. That's why
he's not gonna
everybody.
be around. He keeps driving like this.
No.
And it will catch up with
Well,
you.
I noticed on his bio here that he's worth $800 million. So I don't think that would, he could lose that $20 million. That's something I can lose $20 million a year and not worry about it.
I don't know. I think that would bother him.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to pay $100,000 a year for a driver. So that could hurt.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Bless his heart. I mean, wow. I just don't get that. So let's look one more here.
Let's bring in Ted Williams, former D.C. homicide detective, Fox News contributor, and an attorney as well. Ted, we just heard the sheriff say that Tiger refused, I believe he said Tiger refused a blood test. I thought that was, grounds for immediately revoking your license.
Well, John, what he refused was not so much a blood test. He refused to urinalysis.
Okay.
And quite naturally, that has led to him being incarcerated at least for 8 hours, and they've let him out, but they have charged him with DUI.
All right. And if it's not alcohol, because every report I've read
Look at
suggests that he did not reek of
Look
alcohol,
at
didn't
that.
smell of
I
alcohol.
mean, he had to be going.
But if he was on,
Yeah, he swerved pretty fast and clipped it.
and slid.
slid on
Look at that.
the driver's side.
So he had to been going a pretty good
Pretty good
amount.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speed there. Yep.
Yes.
something else, how do you prove that?
See, that's going to be very difficult to prove without having a urinalysis examination or test. So what will probably happen here is that Tiger Woods will go to trial, and there's good possibility under the circumstances here of the evidence that they do not have that he could very well get off.
Yeah, there are.
So he could get
there
off
are many,
by
many
doing it,
cases.
but you or
of-
I there would still be, you didn't.
Well, he would.
Zig, you did not give the sample.
Would he lose his license?
Huh? There again,
Isn't that forfeit your license in the state of Illinois if you don't give?
Zig would lose his license. Tiger, maybe not. Yeah.
I know every state's different, but
Yeah.
Ooh, that boy,
Yeah.
he's literally good.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't that something? He lucky.
Yeah, he does.
He lucky he didn't burn himself up pretty good on the concrete if his window was
But
open.
it was open, lose
Yeah.
your arm real easy. If there was
Yeah.
a hole there, he could hit a pole.
Yep.
I mean,
The rich and powerful and famous walking away
Yep.
from incidents that would put most of the rest of us in jail.
And you're absolutely right. And that's very troubling here because Tiger Woods, if you look at the history, and we've talked about the history, he's a walking time bomb. And at some stage, he's going to seriously hurt himself or others in the community. Each and one of these accidents that he's been involved in have just been him and some object. But the problem is, sooner or later,
Yeah.
somebody in the public could very well be hurt as a result of this guy.
Let's turn our attention.
Well, I don't guess we need to go through that. But yeah, I mean, he makes a good point. He's not going to get so lucky. His luck streak's not going to keep this up if he keeps doing this.
mm-hmm.
It is going to catch up with him.
he's a will. Yep.
So let's pray that Tiger can. I mean, I don't know what he's got going on. If it's drugs, legal or, well, we know it's drugs, legal or illegal, but let's hope he can get his head out of his ass and get this under control before he hurts somebody.
That's the main thing.
Yes, yeah, hurts somebody or hurts himself.
Hurt himself. Yep.
Yeah. So, but all right, everybody. Well, do the obvious. Subscribe. Do all the good stuff to help the channel out. We'd sure appreciate it. Bye, everybody.